Okay, so I wasn't gonna make this video yet, but after messing with the stereo, I figured I'd go ahead and make it because you got to see this. Some craziness going on. But about a month ago, I found a 91 Civic Hatchback, and it's what I was looking for because I wanted a hatchback so I could make a bass machine out of it. But I figured I'd show you what it looks like. It was $500, so you know, of course, it's not the awesomest thing in the world, but here's what it's got going for it. It's got some little cheap rims on it. Don't look too bad under the hood. I replaced all the spark plugs and wires, distributor cap. It's got the cold air intake running on it. I'll give it that. Not too shabby. Hatchback. Got Fat Boy exhaust. Right on. This old hatch here, gotta rip that carpet out. Check out these speaker wires. They had stuff grounded up in here, just a wire hanging in there. They got phone cord running for something. It's running to something. I don't know what it is. Old tire. You're probably thinking, like, what are you going to do with that little bitty space? Well, actually, you can put quite a bit back there, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold these seats down, and then I'll have all the room there in the side to put my ground zeros that I want in there. But I got this dash that they ripped out, painted blue, fiberglassed. It's alright looking, but I mean, like, I'm missing the whole center there. There's like zip ties holding stuff together. There's a zip tie. All that great stuff. The whole ignition's hanging. I did start it and drive it home, so that ain't too bad of a deal. Got these sweet gauges that don't work and probably never did work. All the things on the dash don't work because I think they took the whole dash. They took the whole dash out and didn't wire it up right, or didn't wire it up at all. Got stuff missing over there. Not too bad back here. If you can kind of see these NOS Racing seat covers that I'll probably be taking out. Seats all tore up. But I got this Kenwood, old school Kenwood CD player that was right there that I just took out because I never could get it to work. He said CD player worked, but I couldn't get it to work. Then when I started taking it apart, seeing things all hooked up, like these wires, pretty fat wires here, were running out the back. The wiring harness was hooked up. Yeah. But it's kind of all rigged together. It had wires going to wires that I don't even know where they were going. These four wires, I was trying to figure out where they were going because they're not speaker wires. It's actually pretty big size wires, but I seen two going this way and two going over that way. So I started taking stuff apart and realized they got them running into the door in here to these speakers, which I have no clue what they are. They say RTS 3000 4 ohm, made in China, and they had them big wires running as speaker wires for these guys. So I don't know if they did that because these speakers are so badass and they need all the power, but yeah, kind of weird. But I mean, they had wire running like this to the back that they had running into their amp, from what I seen, which is like 6-gauge wire. I don't even hook up like a tweeter amp with 6-gauge wire. I mean, I guess you could. I wouldn't. But the CD player was zip tied going into here. Zip ties running in here, zip tied through there, holding that CD player up. a complete mess. It's a mess back up in here. You can't hardly see, but I get to take and rewire the whole CD player, take all these random wires out that they got running all along here. If I didn't know anything about car audio, I would be screwed on a CD player, because this has to, like, I gotta completely redo all this, rewire a new wiring harness, take all these other little wires out, see if the door speakers work, and run all new wires, which is kind of a fun project for me, I guess, because I'm a freaking car audio fanatic. But this is my project. I don't have like buku bucks, a lot of money, so it's gonna take me a while to get this going. I mean, like, I got some things I gotta fix on the car. It needs I think a couple axles, because it's popping and cracking, not when I turn but when I get on uneven ground, so it's not like the CV joints. And the turn signals do not work at all on the dash or outside, so it's probably because the dash isn't wired up or wired up right. So I have to pay somebody to wire the dash up, which might be kind of cool, because then these gauges right here I might be able to work. I believe those wires right there are probably what goes to this gauge. I don't even think this gauge has even been used, but I'll probably just leave the dash in here, since I'll probably rattle everything apart anyway. But I gotta get somebody to wire all that back up, because, well, I need the turn signals to work. But I could deal without the gas gauge and the speedometer, because I got a GPS that, for temporary use, it's got a speedometer on it that's like a couple miles an hour off that I know of, and I can use it for that. But gotta have turn signals, and the popping sound kind of freaks me out, and it probably needs brakes. But yeah, this is my new bass machine. But you'll probably be seeing a lot of this car in the future. I want to build a couple boxes to put in here, one for my 15 Ground Zero, one for my 12, but money talks, so, you know, everything takes time, so stay tuned. Alright, so I figured out that these little speakers that were in my door are Roadmasters from like Walmart, and they actually work. But I just figured I'd show you real quick. It's hard to do with I'll probably use them for a little while. Meow. Bark, bark. Bark, bark, bark.